Everybody, it's Boog Sciambi. Welcome to the show. From the home of the Mariners since 1999, T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners. John Sciambi, Chris Singleton with you. Cal Raleigh riding a power surge coming into this one, Chris. He's homered in 4 straight games.
He is managing to find pitches that he can barrel up and do damage with, and really that's the key for him. As long as he can get the bat to it, because he's so strong, there's a good chance that it leaves the ballpark.
On the hill for the Mariners, Joe Brandom. And singing, it's not hard to see, he's been outstanding.
Well, you just take a look at the numbers. ERA in the low ones. He's clearly been one of the best pitchers in the league this year. I mean, just dynamic stuff. It's electric as well as it comes through the zone. Hitters trying to figure out what he's doing. So hard to think with. And the only bad thing for him is that your ERA can really only go up. It's hard to take it down lower unless you throw a shutout. So we'll see what he's got in this one.
That's out to center field. One up, one down.
Batting second, the right fielder, Wilyer.
Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. And first offering is fouled off. His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Siggy. And that one fouled off. Just getting started here in Seattle. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Struck him out looking.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Duran in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Two down, nobody on. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. This one in the air, center field. And that'll do it. So now the Mariners offense gets to go to work for the first time. We've got no score. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Top of the second, so stepping in for Boston, Wilson Contreras. This one lifted in the air, left field. Laureano on his way over, and there's one down.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
Here's Story now. Story went deep in his most recent game. And first offering is fouled off. No score here in the second. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez should have this one. That's out number 2.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Marcelo.
Here's the second baseman, Marcelo Meyer. Tap to first. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for Boston. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. New inning getting started. So stepping in for Boston, Caleb Durbin. Tap foul at the plate. Durbin in his 3rd season, 27 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
You know, these Red Sox definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That's a check.
Swing.
What do you got?
Hold up, now an appeal to first. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, he really filled up the strike zone in that at bat until that final pitch. And as a hitter, you sense that they're coming after you, not dancing around the strike zone. They want to attack, and so you kind of get into swing mode, and you have to protect the plate. That's when you become really susceptible to something that makes you chase, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Here's the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. Top of the 3rd, no score. Comes up empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Now here is Jake Rogers.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side in the 3rd. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Random back on the hill. Offense did their part. Now let's see if he can keep the vibe alive.
Yeah, just don't go gift wrapping runs right here. He needs to put a bow on a quick inning, Boog.
Chris, he's been one of the most powerful hitters in baseball this year. His home run numbers are good enough to put him top 5 in the league. Naylor steps on the bag. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Up next for the Red Sox, the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
So digging in, Wilyer Abreu. His first at bat was a strikeout. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Now batting Jarren Duran. Popped up. Garcia gets under it. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Red Sox, the first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Here's Contreras now. Fly to left his first time.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball. Can't glove it cleanly.
Relay.
Coming home. The relay to the plate, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Man, I think his legs are feeling good in this one. He really tried to stretch it there to go from first all the way to home, but he ran out of steam a little bit as he came around third. Great relay from the defense, a quick tag at the plate, and they cut down the run.
Random, ready to work with a lead, Siggy.
Yeah, this is the stretch where games are won, Boog. Nothing flashy. He needs to throw strikes and let the defense do their work.
You know, these Red Sox, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them. So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now here is Marcelo Meyer. Ground ball to the right side. And it gets by him. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Up next for the Red Sox, the third baseman, number 5,
Caleb Durbin up next for the Red Sox.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Story on his way home. He'll score. Now down by 2. It's 3-1. Random needs to limit the damage here, Siggy.
The scoreboard changed, but the inning's not over. He's got to lock it down before it unravels.
And he can't come up with it. He beats the throw. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. Roger in the box now. Takes strike 1. In the air to left center. Rodriguez on the move. Brings it in. Roman Anthony, the next to hit. This ball's chopped on the ground. Naylor, he takes it on his own. They limit the damage here. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mariners 3 and the Red Sox 1. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest.
Now pitching for the
We're back,
Mariners,
and they make a change to
40.
start the 6th. The new pitch.
Up next for the
Marcelo
Red Sox,
Meyer up next for the Red
second
Sox.
Marcelo Meyer.
1 strike away. That one to first, and that's just foul. Marcelo
Up
Meyer
next for the
now
Red
at the
Sox,
plate.
The second baseman, Marcelo Meyer.
Chop to the right side. Naylor. On to first. Ball game. And the Mariners even this series up at a game apiece. Random got through 5 innings and only allowed 1 earned run.
I like what we saw from him in this start, Boog. He competed, didn't fall apart at the seams, and made sure his teammates could finish the job and get the win. Nice start.
Joe Random on the hill for this one. Stepping in, Roman Anthony. And there's one down. So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. Out towards right center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. That's out number 2. So digging in, Jarren Duran.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
There's a line drive to left field. And that's a base hit. And that means Trevor Story will have a chance to hit. Here's Trevor Story. And it's fouled away. 0-1. And a pop-up right side, foul territory.
Fence.
That is the inning. And the Red Sox leave one. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Fenway Park. So stepping in for Boston, Caleb Durbin.
Number 5.
Looks like he wants the signs again.
Durbin.
Nope. Ball 1.
Random. Thought that was a strike. And here's the challenge. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Pulls that one foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Late on that fastball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Meyer in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Yeah, that's fouled off. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And 2 away now.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Romy Gonzalez up next for the Red Sox. To the right side. Toss to Naylor. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Sliced hard but foul. Rafaela measures 5 feet 10 inches, 26 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. The 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 0-2. Caught him looking for the K. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. Swinging a foul out of play. Here's the 0-1. On the ground to the left. Toss to Naylor. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Roman Anthony getting ready to hit. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Red Sox go down quietly. On to the 4th. Still scoreless. Bottom of the 4th. So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. In the air, left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 1st inning. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. Random looking to recover after the leadoff hitter gets on.
Well, 1 on, no outs, and the pitcher's job now is controlling the situation. Focus on this next hitter and move on.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw to second for 1, and it's over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up. Caleb Durbin, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Random back at it after the error.
Yeah, and the defense didn't help him there, but now the ball's back in his court. He's got to move on, reset, and get the out. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
2 on, 1 out. Fastball in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Out towards right center field. Rodriguez gets under it. Makes the grab. Go ahead run on base. Marcelo Meyer now at the plate. That's to 3rd. And it gets by him. The throw home. And he's out. Tried to score the error, but instead the 3rd out and the inning is. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Gonzalez batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Red Sox definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
In the air to left center, and there's 1 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
This one in the air. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Red Sox, the catcher, Jake Rogers.
Jake Rogers up next for the Red Sox. Right there for a strike. Swing and a ground ball. Garcia. And that's the 3rd out. Random back at it. Quite a pitcher's duel so far, Singy.
Yeah, we've seen an absolute gem from both sides, Boog. And even with the game deadlock, they're both dictating tempo out there. That's veteran presence. Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
I'm just waiting for a foul ball up here. I mean, this is one of the best places to be ready and to have a foul ball opportunity. We got a great view of the action.
So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu.
Wilyer Abreu.
And he pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. It was in this ballpark. You and I were working together in the 2013 Division Series, and you caught one. You remember it? Be honest. You remember that?
I do. I sacrificed a bracelet for it, but it was worth it.
Jarren Duran digs in now. My partner doesn't always remember things in the game that have to do with him. Really quickly, who was your first big league hit against? Kevin Appier.
Kevin Appier.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Make it 6 shutout innings. Bottom of the 7th. So stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story.
Trevor Story.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. Got him. 1 out.
Well, I think he's got to be feeling pretty invincible out there on the mound right now. I mean, he's got the shutout working so far, and even when he challenges these guys, he's getting away with it. That pitch right there really wasn't anything special, a hittable pitch, but he gets the punch out.
Caleb Durbin up next for the Red Sox. All tied up here, the bottom of the 7th. On the ground, right side. Toss to Naylor, and he's out.
Up next for the Red Sox,
Marcelo Meyer will hit next.
Marcelo Meyer.
Left field, and it drops in. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. Romy Gonzalez getting ready to hit. Now fly ball to right center. Robles on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Still in total. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Big spot here, bottom of the 9th. Down to their final out. Marcelo Meyer up next for the Red Sox.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect laboring over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
2 on, 2 outs. Out towards right center field. Robles has a beat on it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners take game 1 of the series on the road. Random with 7 innings of shutout pitching. Impressive.
He went out there and put him in a position to win, Boog, and that's all you can really ask